Absolutely love this track. How You Like Me Now, the Heavy. Good track, this one, Jamie.
Mate. What film's this out of? It's out of one of my favourite films.
Rock and Roller?
Yes.
It might be Rock and Roller, you know.
And there's it's in something else as well.
It might be. It's Eurogame Day Live. They're the voice of former Spurs midfielder Jamie O'Hara. Johnny Owens joins us as well from Merthyr Town Football Club. This song has been sent in reference to Scotland. How You Like Me Now? They're loving this, ain't they?
Yeah.
And fair play to them. Your texts are coming in. Keep them coming in. Text us 81089. This one, afternoon chaps. Who makes the runs? Foden. And what does Mount and Rice do? Hit side passes. Give Foden a free roll because Mount plays too many side balls. Paul, Man City fan. He's got a point. He's got a couple of points there.
No, he's right. I mean, you know, I think you just got to let the shackles off. If you play Foden and you play Mount in midfield, you got to give him the license to get beyond Harry Kane. You know, how many times did you see a midfielder run beyond Harry Kane?
You didn't.
You don't.
Yeah,
it's like we're just passing around the back and passing it sideways all the time, and you know, just thinking that someone's going to do something out of the ordinary. You've got to make the runs to get into spaces. You've got to run beyond teams, and we're just not doing that. We're too scared to. You know, we're too scared to get beat. We're too defensive-minded.
We are. Final one here. Another text. I'm quickly reading at this one. If you can't beat Scotland, what chance have you got? France can't beat Hungary, so what chance have they got? Get a grip. It was a draw. You make it out like it was a 5-0 defeat. That's from Danny. Yeah, but Danny, France have won a few things recently.
Yeah.
I mean, they're okay. They're the world champions, Danny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think they're okay.
Worried.
They're not. I don't think they're too scared in France. All right, what's going on with our talisman? Our genuine world-class player, Harry Kane. Hardly had any touches. I don't think he's had a shot on goal. Has he had a shot on goal, Harry Kane? Shot on target.
I don't know. I think he looks tired, right?
What do you do then? You're Gareth Southgate. You can't put your managerial head on or hat on there. What do you do with Harry Kane against Czech Republic?
I would actually rest him. Doesn't
play.
I would rest him, not drop him. I'd rest him.
You just want to finish second in the group, though, don't you?
Yeah. Look.
That's it. You can see where his plan's going, don't you, Johnny? Let's rest Harry Kane.
I think he's had a lot of pressure put on his shoulders coming into this tournament. You know, Golden Boot of the Premier League. Everyone talking about him being this, you know, up there with, you know, Haaland and Mbappe and Lewandowski, and you know, his stats this season have been great. And I just think he's just struggled a little bit with the pressure. I don't think he's 100% fit. He keeps saying he is, but he ain't.
Doesn't look it.
No, he doesn't look it. He looks tired, physically and mentally. He looks tired to me.
Are England getting the best out of him, though? I mean, is Gareth Southgate getting the best out of this Harry Kane?
Wow. I mean, he's playing him up front in his best position. So, I mean, I don't know what you want from... He's coming deep, right?
Too deep.
He's coming too deep. I don't know why he keeps coming... I know he played like that for Spurs, but I don't know if Gareth Southgate's telling him to do that. You know, only Southgate can answer that question. He is coming too deep. He needs to stay in the box. He needs to stay up front and cause problems against... Because I think against the back three, it was easy for him to mark him. It was just... Every time it went into his feet, they were on...
He just smashed him.
Yeah,
quickly,
they were just on him. And, you know, I just think there's not enough people running beyond him, which doesn't help. You know, I think when Harry Kane plays for Spurs... When he comes deep,
Son goes.
So he's always got someone going beyond him. I just don't feel like we've really done that in this tournament so far. I would actually rest him. I'll play Calvert-Lewin.
I like the way you say rest as opposed to drop. Johnny, is this almost like trying to rest or quote-unquote drop Gareth Bale from a game? I mean, this is a big move, isn't it? If England were to do that, rest him.
Yeah, it's a big decision, isn't it? Because like you said, I agree. It looks like he's a little carrying something. He needs a goal, doesn't he? Basically,
that's what it is.
It's like, yeah, of course it is. He just needs a goal. Like you know, a lot of strikers, it's all about confidence, and you know, it's just not happening for him at the moment. I would rest him maybe the next game, and then you know, you've got to bring him back in because I just think, you know, he's one of the best strikers in the world.
Let me tell you now, if it was Raheem Sterling and he'd played like this in the last two games. There would be absolute uproar
to get him dropped.
Yeah, for him to start the next game. It wouldn't be happening. So Harry Kane, and it's very hard to drop a Harry Kane, but I don't think you need to. This one is one where you can say, I'm resting you because we want you for the last 16, where you're going to be fit and you're going to be fresh. We're through, right? We're through.
What's Dominic Calvert-Lewin been picked for then? If you're Dominic Calvert-Lewin and you've been watching the last two games and you think, wait a second, Harry Kane's played poor.
Yeah.
When am I going to get my minutes here then? When do I get my chance? I've been the guy that's, you know, the next thing to Harry Kane. When do I get the opportunity to show what I can do?
Well, he should have got it against Scotland. Why did he put Rashford on? You know, Rashford's been playing left wing for Man United most of the season. He plays him up front. Another strange decisions tactically, sub-wise, from Gareth Southgate. And I always said, on paper, he picked the right team at the. You know, you'd say you go out against Scotland, that team's a decent team, should win the game. But as a manager, where you make your money is tactically during the game, when you make them big decisions, you make the right call at the right moment. And I think at the moment he's just not making the right calls with the subs that he's made. And Calvert-Lewin, for me, he offers you something different. Stick it up to him. Play harder. Play longer balls. Play a bit more direct. Feed off him. He might knock it down second balls. We're just trying to pass it and pass it and pass it sideways, and we're not unlocking defences. We're not doing anything different.
What about the pieces around Harry Kane? I mean, as opposed to resting Harry Kane or dropping Harry Kane, Johnny, do you think maybe we start to look at the pieces around him? Maybe what Jamie has said there in terms of someone stretching the play. Jadon Sancho, I feel like these games have been crying out for Jadon Sancho's pace. 20 assists, 16 goals in the Bundesliga. He's not getting a minute. What about playing him and maybe keeping Harry Kane, but Harry Kane having some legs around him?
Yeah, I think, like I say, it definitely needs something. Like you're saying, and Grealish as well. Just a player who can just.
You like Grealish, don't you, John? He's mentioned Grealish.
I think he's one of those. My father used to this great term. He's called them magic players. You get great players, you get work, but you need magic players, and that's what Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey are. They're magic players. They can make something happen. I think Grealish is that kind of player, And listen. Gareth Southgate, like you said, he sets England up in a very specific way. He doesn't want to lose, and all the fans and everybody is saying, I mean, we've got it, and we've been listening to you this morning. You just want the shackles to come off, don't you? You want England to have a go, especially when they're home. And I think Grealish is one of those kind of players. He plays off the front foot, and he can make something happen. So that would be the change the most obvious change to me, anyway.
It'll be interesting to see what he does against Czech Republic next Tuesday. Remember that game live on talkSPORT? It gets underway from 8 o'clock. Me and you are at Box Park for that one, aren't we? We're at Box Park next
Tuesday.
Week. Yeah, next Tuesday.
I'm looking forward to that.
In Shoreditch. Is it the one in Shoreditch?
No, Wembley.
Oh, Wembley. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Wembley. Busy. But I was there for the England-Scotland game. DJ Spoonie was in Box Park.
Yeah,
it was mental.
Oh, he's a good lad, isn't he?
Oh, it was absolute carnage inside that place. I tell you now. When we come back, we're going to keep to the Tottenham thing. We just spoke about Harry Kane. We're going to talk about Tottenham. Why can't they get a manager?